Live on YouTube. What's up, YouTube? Let's hit y'all with that intro before we do what we came to do.
I love wrestling.
Check us out.
And you love wrestling?
We love wrestling? Watch that shit, bitch.
I'm even rapping.
My name is Naomi. If I love wrestling,
You love wrestling.
Then we love wrestling.
Then we love wrestling.
we love wrestling.
We love wrestling.
We love wrestling.
We love wrestling. We love wrestling. Yeah!
I told you.
Oh, we love wrestling.
Yo, it's crazy out here in these streets, Nicole.
Wild.
We don't even go live on YouTube, but we live here today, baby. If y'all don't know, breaking news, if y'all tune in, I'm putting up the resignation letter that we just got from Stephanie McMahon. She has fully resigned from WWE. I'm gonna read the letter off to you. We went live for this right now, so here we are. Let's see what this letter's talking about. Welcome to We Love Wrestling's Tradie. Here with Nicole, which y'all know Nicole. So Stephanie just tweeted this at 6:38, about 9 minutes ago. So about 8 months ago, I took a leave of absence, and within a few weeks, unexpectedly, had the opportunity of a lifetime. I had the privilege to return as the co-CEO and chairwoman of the board of WWE. I cannot put into words how proud I am to have led what I consider to be the greatest company in the world, working alongside a remarkable leadership team and one of the strongest executives I have known in my co-CEO, Nick Khan. Our founder, Vince McMahon, has returned as executive chair and is leading an exciting process regarding strategic alternatives. And with Nick's leadership and Paul Triple H Levesque as chief content officer, I am confident WWE is in the perfect place to continue to provide unparalleled creative content and drive maximum value for shareholders. I'm a shareholder, so shout out to that. WWE is in such a strong position. Wait, stocks might drop tonight, but WWE is in such a strong position that I have decided to return to my leave and take it one step further with an official resignation. Dang. I look forward to cheering on WWE from the other side of the business, where I started when I was a little kid as a pure fan. I will always remain dedicated to WWE. I truly love our company, our employees, our superstars, and our fans, and I am grateful to all our partners. Thank you for everything. Then, now, forever together, Steph. I think she got put out. When I saw this tweet, I was like, I was hurt. Now what is this, Nicole? Because we was just recording We Love Wrestling Weekly, and this is like we in our second
Talking about
minutes,
something different.
talking about something totally different. We was like, I think we was talking about Rumble. Way too early Rumble predictions. What we was doing on We Love Wrestling Weekly, and then this tweet comes up. Stephanie McMahon resigns. Stephanie McMahon. Old Steph. Big booby Steph from back in the day. Well, sorry. Nicole, how you feel about this?
I know earlier we were talking about this because we were saying how I think Vince is coming on so they can sell the company / sell whatever like possible like streaming and all that stuff. I do still think this is because of that as well.
You think she's stepping down because of the sale?
Yes.
I
still like
out?
Yeah, I do think she was forced out, but I think she was forced out because of the sale.
Dang.
I think she's being forced out because of the sale. I do think, yes, Vince is probably sitting home at board. I don't think he is going to, obviously, will put Triple H still in the position that he's in. I think he would get pushed back from the board if he tried to dip into creative. I think this is I think he's going to be in the office. I don't think he's going to be showing up, putting on a headset or anything or all like that. I still think this is a very, very business driven, because I think that sale is a lot bigger than what we think it is.
Think this the final run for like the McMahon family holding
Yes.
WWE?
I really think so. I think this is going to be a ginormous sale. And I think this is probably something that they already had a mindful of beforehand. And I think they realize the ducks are in a row, and I think they're seeing the big picture, and I think they're seeing everything I think they're seeing, like, I don't know how to phrase this. I think Vince is seeing the end of the line for himself as a full-on executive, and for the type of hold that his family has held in wrestling and in WWE in general. I do think that he won't sign it off, so they won't lose control completely, but I don't think McMahon's are going to be running the show much longer.
So Vince,
I think this is going to be a massive sale, and I think it's going to be a massive sale, and I think it might possibly go private again for some time.
A little bit of time. I don't want to see them on Netflix or anything like that, but yeah, I could see it as being a massive sale.
Yes.
So here's my thing, right? Is Vince saying that if I can't control it, y'all ain't gonna control it? Give it back?
Yes. Yep.
So did Stephanie get forced out, or did she actually resign herself?
I think it was a little bit of both. I think he knew that he wouldn't be able to have the control fully like he had to before. Yes, he is an executive chair, but he's not an executive chairman. Like, Nick Khan is still the CEO. Triple H is doing whatever the fuck he does. He wouldn't be able to fully go to that spot, but at the same time, I think he's seen the writing of the wall, and I'll piggyback on what I was saying earlier in the show about having potential, selling, so he can have the money to pay for, I think, more issues that's going to arise for him and his, I don't even want to call Linda his wife. Do they even live in the same house?
I don't think so.
Well, whatever, his companion. What's his last name? I'll call her that.
So you still sticking with that? You think Linda got some stuff coming down from the Trump administration? Yes,
and I think he has some worse things that he's going to have to rectify and deal with as well that we don't know yet. And I think that's why they're pushing this sale, and they're trying to get people who are technically a McMahon off of where they're at as quickly as possible. Now, this is me just like, now that I'm like haven't had time to think about it. It's easier to get Stephanie out cleanly now. And like I said that before, when she had that resignation, I don't think she, or when she said that she's going to have that leave of absence, I always said that was bullshit. And I said he was telling her to go out now so he can drop the ball to her in case people start questioning, and they can be like, well, she didn't know she was on leave. So I think he's cleanly getting her out for once shit starts popping off, and she can be like, well, I resigned by then. I don't know. And he can, say that to protect his daughter as well.
Oh man, now we over here doing conspiracy theories.
I don't think it's conspiracy. I just think it's just pretty valid once you think about like the issues that they've had coming up, and they've been talking about a sale off and on for a while now, but then all of a sudden, why is it such a rush now for a sale? because they've talked about it off and on, or there's been rumblings about it off and on for a year, but they were never in a rush about it. They're like, yeah, that's probably something it would do. And these last, like, I want to say like 2 weeks or not even a week, it's been such a rush to do it. Why all of a sudden now?
Well, I'll say this, okay? So I do own WWE stock, and the year that the pandemic happened, I had a like ramp size seat for WrestleMania. So when they would have came like halfway down, I think it was 2020, I would have been right there on the ramp. So when I got my refund back from Mania because it didn't happen, the number one thing that I did was I took the money I got back and I put about 65% of it into WWE stock, which at the time it was only, I think, like $39. I have been watching, and I'm just gonna say, just today, WWE stock went from 88, 87.92 at the opening to now it's at $90.24. That's up $2.41. In the past week, it has went up. That's $2.41. In the past week, it has went up $21.24. So as a WWE stockholder, as I look at this, it lets me know that a sale is going to happen. January 5th, WWE stock was only $70.94. Okay. All through December, it didn't even hit over $70. Now we at $90.24. I'm not saying that, well, I am saying it's probably going to happen, and they are driving up the prices for the stockholders. So probably after Mania in summertime, that's when you're going to see probably shit happen. So be prepared for that. But Stephanie McMahon is no longer a co-CEO in World Wrestling Entertainment. She has gave her full resignation and is stepping aside. Now, if Triple H gives a resignation and steps aside, I'm done with the E.
Yeah, same. I'm gonna pack it up for a little bit.
If Triple H say, hey, I'm fully confident that, I'm like, hey, bro, I'm gone. You know what I'm saying? I'm out of here. You know what I'm saying? I'll be like Triple H was like Top Dollar when he tried to go over that rope. He got tripped up by Vince. You know what I'm saying? I don't like it. But it's a sad day. Since Stephanie gave her full resignation, and you saying what's some of your favorite moments from Stephanie being part of WWE? Let's talk about that right quick. You got any favorite moments with Steph?
I'm trying to think.
I was going to say, I guess not. One of my favorite moments.
No, I do. I'm just trying. I can't think of anything off the top of my head. So you go first. I have to.
I like the I don't know. Maybe it's because I watched that WWE show that was on E. But when Stephanie McMahon had the whole little feud with Brie Bella in 2014, I didn't realize. I went through my camera roll. I was at like a few of those shows where they were touching each other and everything. And it was lit to see Stephanie in there. I liked her work when she was part of the Alliance. I just watched maybe the other day where The Rock and Chris Jericho was taken down. Well, not taken down, was joking on her, Booker T and Rhino. The Rock said, Booker T, the mother sucker, and Shane McMahon, the silver spoon, mother. Yeah. And Stephanie was late on that cue, but shout out to that. You got any?
I do have one. Mine's is the whole thing with her and Trish. her back and forth with Trish when Trish, I know this is dark times, but had, that whatever going on with Vince. But like her interactions that she would have with Stephanie, I used to love them.
Oh, you talking about real dark times.
Yes, but their interactions were always so entertaining to me and so funny, and that helped also solidify her as like the princess, $1 million princess. Also, second, this isn't really a full moment, but this was always so funny to me. It was on Total Divas, and Natty was got real drunk. I don't know. I think the girls went out, and Natty got so drunk, and she left this long ass voicemail to Steph about, I don't know, something like creative or some other shit. And Natty was like, "Oh my God, I can't believe I did that. I'm so embarrassing." So the next
what's
TV
up, Alexis? You want to join us?
Next TV day, Stephanie is like, "Natty, what is this?" And she just read the shit out of her. And it was just so funny because it was like how I talked about Steph being the $1 million. It was such a role. It's such a 180 to see how she is in actual day-to-day operations, and how she was operational wise compared to what I saw as a child on TV.
Let's see. So I forgot we live, so we got some comments.
Oh
here.
shit, there's comments.
Alexis says Steph folded. Yeah, we talked about it, but we feel like Vince is getting Steph out before the real shit hit. Marlon says, just like in life, you're supposed to pass things down to your children when you get old. Vince McMahon just refuses to and wants power and destroying the legacy as he goes. Yeah. Alexis, you want to join? We'll send you a link. You know what I'm saying? We love wrestling down for the count all day. Make sure y'all subscribe to follow down for the count on Twitter, D4TC_podcast. Let's see. I'm just hoping the board is appeasing so they can sell easier to get him out the way for good. Oh, we got comments coming in for show now. Messy Tiff. Woo. Never thought I'd see the day when Stephanie McMahon leaves WWE. Oh my God. I mean, Shane left. We didn't think Stephanie was going to leave. Is it wrong for Steph to be leaving though?
I think it's crazy because we always saw her as the last child standing. Because, Shane always came and went, would come and go. But Steph always stayed. So I think that's what's really jarring for a lot of people. I think it's jarring for us, even us talking.
Yeah, I mean, because like I said earlier, I was on my whole. I was it's one more match I need to see from Steph, and I saw the backstage segment with her and Charlotte, and I was like, yo, I kind of need this match to happen. But now that Steph's saying she a fan again, so can we pull her back in to wrestle? Dang, man, why she leaving? I'm hurt, y'all. If y'all don't know, I'm hurt. Because we was doing good. And now Steph she got forced out by Benny Mac. He can't give it up. Never too much. Don't talk about Steph, y'all. She said, I'm going to return to my leave of absence, but I'm going to take it a step further, and I'm going to give my full resignation. How y'all just going to have Stephanie give a full resignation like that? Right before Royal Rumble and everything?
Yeah.
Can Steph be in the Rumble or no? We had these two right here. We had Vince out of there, right? But now we don't got Vince out of there, and now we got Vince back in there, and we got Stephanie out of there. She holding the trophy in the middle. She got a really big team. They need some really big rings. But they came with strings. Came with all type of strings. And now we got to look at this guy. Like, so Nicole, because, we was recording weekly earlier, then we stopped the weekly because this came across Twitter and we came live on YouTube. Do you believe Vince McMahon now shows back up at the shows?
No.
No?
I said I fully think, and like the more that I'm like processing and like breaking down just what I know, and then as a business wise, they are selling because I think something worse is going to come out. So they're pulling everyone out. I don't think Steph was meant to be in this position for long.
Well, in November, if y'all listen to the Midwest Smiling Mafia, than what we did at the end of the year, I said that in November, one of the people that was in that lawsuit against Vince McMahon, not one of them, a couple of them came out and was like, "We not done. We got some more stuff," and wanted to sue him again.
Yeah.
So you probably right. Vince got back into position so he can sell to the highest bidder, and then he's gonna have to use some of that money to be able to pay off what happened.
I'm telling you, I think it's going to get worse. I think because, like I said before, like they've been talking about selling. Like this is just, I don't want to say like an open secret, but an open discussion for how many months now? I don't think anybody there is stupid. I think this is, again, moving chess pieces, pulling people in and out, putting people back on a board for a second, pulling people out. I heavily, heavily do not think Stephanie was met or knew that she was not going to be in this position for very long. Again, I think he is going to be on there as more of just so he can facilitate to sell, so he can get as much money out of it as possible and to quote unquote go in his hands. But I think he is going to disappear again permanently. And I don't I don't see I think he's going to permanently disappear again. I think Khan is going to be the sole survivor. I think he will be the full-on chairperson, CEO, which I think, he is technically now. He's a CEO by himself. He's not the chairman yet, but I think that's going to eventually transition. Or someone else, but I kind of want to marinate who I think the other person might be. And then they're going to leave Triple H where he's at, since he's technically not a McMahon and he's not going to fall in a lot of the lawsuit bullshit that's going to start encapsulating them.
Yo, so we got Alexis here. Before we bring her in, so my guy brings up an interesting topic. Ever since I was a kid, I always thought one day either Shane or Stephanie was going to be in charge. Seems like McMahon will be heading WWE when the dust settles.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think it's going to be either of them.
That's what he made it look like, that WWE, that one of them was going to be in charge, but Vince don't want to see that. We are here, it's Trady, We Love Wrestling, you know what I'm saying? We always give y'all women in wrestling and some other spotlights. Make sure you follow us. We got Nicole from Down for the Count, also We Love Wrestling. We got another member of Down for the Count, also We Love Wrestling, Alexis, who is joining us. Alexis, how you feel about this whole Vince McMahon, Stephanie McMahon saga?
I really thought Vince was gone for good.
Gotcha. No.
Yeah.
My bad.
I'm not happy about it because I'm not trying to jump to conclusions or anything like that, but I don't see this going well. Like nothing good will come out of this. At least that's just. That's just the feeling I'm getting, because it's just like it just seems very weird that Vince gets that heroic send off, even though we know he didn't deserve it because he got busted doing horrible stuff to people. And now he's back, and it was like 6 months, and it's just like, what are y'all what are y'all doing? Let him come in. And people are like, oh, don't worry, he won't get creative control anymore. And I'm just sitting here like, you sure about that? Because we thought he was gone.
Can't really control the man when he can do whatever he wants. Eric, doesn't Vince being around hurt them because of the allegations? They don't really have any leverage to get the best deal. They want to. Vince allegations are always hovering over them.
I think, obviously, like I was saying before, if they had him backstage, 100%. But they can argue, which is what it seems like. He's going to be overseeing business standpoint, which is them selling. But they're not saying that he's overseeing him selling. That's literally what it is. I think if he was to show up in day-to-day, which I don't think he'd be bold enough to do, that's when there are going to be issues arise. I don't think they're that stupid because there's too much money going around, too many litigations, and they don't want to rope themselves up in his own legalities that he's going to happen. I 100%, even with him, quote unquote, coming back, I solely believe this is going to be a major sale because he is going to have worse and more things coming out. So it's easy for him to bring himself back on as an executive overseeing for the sale, get as much money out, get as much money into his pocket, whoever's pocket, because since Stephanie was still CEO for a certain period of time, just from like a business standpoint, probably within her contract, she would still get a percentage from that. Yep. Even though she technically would not be in the company for more, but she was a CEO for the X amount of time, she will still get the commission or percentage from that sale. I think this is getting all of these people out because I think a lot of worse is going to come out with him and with Linda, and they're just going to have a clean break from the McMahons, and it's easy to leave Triple H where he's at because he's technically not a McMahon, and he wouldn't be able to get lumped in as harshly as Steph would. And then Nick Khan obviously is not fucking related to either of them, so
this is just wild.
So
yeah, I think it's a major sale.
So somebody wanted to know, will the McMahons as a family still own Class B stocks, which means nobody but a McMahon can own those stocks? So
probably.
So how does that even work? Well, basically the Class B stock shares are, I think it's a common stock. They come with less voting rights. So like I got Class A stock. So I get invited to those shareholder meetings. I don't do them. I listen sometimes. But my vote don't mean nothing compared to a McMahon vote. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna even sit here like my vote does mean something compared to a McMahon vote. It doesn't. Nothing at all. But it's just issued by the corporation and a lower dividend. So even though they're selling or they sell, they'll still have some ownership in the company, period, point blank. So it'll always be a McMahon thing. They may not have no voting privileges over, but anytime in the future that it goes, they still gonna get that money. So no matter if they do sell, they still gonna have, we still got parts in this right here. You feel me? We still getting that bread off this. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to y'all for coming on here. You know, we never really go live. Maybe we'll start going live, but glad to see y'all here. You know what I'm saying? We just talking the Stephanie McMahon, the McMahon saga is what I'm gonna call it, because god damn it, we thought Vince was gone. He came back around and said, it was me all along, WWE. I'm back. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have did that.
I'm already seeing online where people like, wouldn't it be like a weird thing if he sold it to Shane?
Shane McMahon?
Yeah, like if Shane was the one who, I don't know. It's just like whoever gets, if they are selling, like
they're not selling. I think they're going to sell. It's going to go to, I think it's going to go to like a CBS or Disney.
Mm-hmm.
I low-key think Disney.
Well, if we look into the Disney thing, shout out to Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, gonna be on Disney Plus February 1st. If you don't know, but if we look in, that was February 1st, Wakanda Forever. Sorry, but if you look into the whole Disney thing in some other countries right now, WWE is already coming on Disney Plus, and Disney Plus, what they got? They got Marvel, they got the Star Wars stuff, they got National Geographic.
And they have ESPN. That's a lot of people also forget. ESPN also falls under that branch. So if you think about it, why wouldn't they also want to add another quote unquote sport to fall under that ESPN category, because they're starting to build that up as well.
So you saying we can get Raven versus Bianca?
Raven.
If Disney buys WWE, listen to what I'm saying now. Can we get Raven Simone versus Bianca Belair?
Oh my god, I would throw up.
Yeah, we can't get okay. Oh, that was out of line for me to ask. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Way out of line.
Wow.
And I would literally anybody else.
Wow. I mean, what other black people are on Disney right now? I'll wait.
I don't know, because I don't watch Disney like that.
Yeah, I don't watch Disney original. I'm talking about like Disney building up their catalog and building up like their shares for things. Because as you notice, they're dipping into a little bit of everything in their umbrella, obviously with the National Geographic, them like having like ESPN and stuff like that.
Damn, if they do go to Disney, do they keep the Peacock deal?
I would scrap it because Peacock is trash.
Yeah. Well, maybe with the Disney, if they get bought by Disney, maybe we could get the WWE network back in the States. That would be nice.
That'd be hard. I also
that would be nice.
I wouldn't put past, because remember, guys, I wouldn't put nothing past them. But Fox did a whole lot to get WWE on their programming.
This is true too.
So I just don't know how easy it's going to be for them to take SmackDown away, because let me tell you, when you watching a Sunday football game at I wasn't really watching because my team sad this year. That's neither here nor there. But if you watching a Sunday football game around 1 o'clock or 4 o'clock on your local Fox affiliate, you going to hear somewhere in that game, make sure you're watching on Friday for WWE SmackDown, where your champion Roman Reigns or the Usos or the Bloodline are doing this. Fox 8 p.m. That's huge.
Yeah,
that's true.
So I don't know. Maybe they sell like here you can have Raw and NXT, but we gonna keep SmackDown over here on Fox.
Which I think they will still stay in the networks, but I think like the parent company would be Disney. Because technically, that's what they're doing now anyways with like NXT and Raw on USA and Fox.
Not you yawning.
So it's like,
well, does USA have like any control over any say in this? Because Raw's been a flagship like show for them.
I think they would stay on USA.
I mean, don't forget about the Spike TV air.
Yeah, so I don't think they would. Yeah, I don't think they would move for USA because I think they know it does well there, and it wouldn't. And there'd be no point of like moving them. Like they've had like a really great relationship, and I don't think they would segue for that. I think unlike Turner Productions are a lot smarter about things like that. I think their thing would be the catalog and who owns the overarching rights. So I think they'd be more concerned about the catalogs of everything and pay-per-views.
I just want WWE Network back. Peacock is trash.
If you get a V, never mind. I won't say that live here on air, but
Oh, I know what I know what you were gonna say, and they're trying to crack down on that too. So if y'all do that, be wary of it.
oh man, we at the 7:20 time frame. You know, we love wrestling. You got our channel and everything. We do love wrestling. We'll maybe talk about Stephanie maybe like 5 more minutes. Then we got to do our NXT predictions. Then give y'all some time to get set up before NXT New Year's Evil. Because we love wrestling, and maybe we'll talk about coming live again. Damn you, Vincent.
Well, okay, here's my personal gripe. Why the hell they got to be doing stupid shit when I got stuff to do on days like this?
What you gotta do?
Well, no, I mean, like I gotta clean my house. I gotta take care of my kid. I got regular stuff to do, and it's just like every time I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do stuff. Boom, some news happens, and it just is like, oh well, shit. No, I'm gonna be doing this for the rest of the freaking day.
So you trying to tell me Stephanie McMahon leaving and giving her full resignation made you stop clean? Nah, I feel you. I'm just
About to say, man, you better not be getting.
Yeah, I was like, Trey, you got a lot of nerve because you was like, oh, we going live. I was like, huh?
we don't even go live though.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why I was like, what?
Yeah, Nicole's like, Terry's going live. I'm like, this motherfucker never goes live. What's he doing?
Guys, we here though. Damn. See how they treat me? Because I never go live. But
Oh
we
my
are
God.
live, baby. Any last thoughts on this? Damn, Steph, why you leave though, baby?
She leave because they're selling. I am firmly, and I don't like to toot my own horn.
You were right.
But I'm usually generally right when it comes to business things in this aspect, and this isn't just with WWE, but with other companies as well. I think they are massively quickly selling. I think they are going to have.
Do they sell before Mania?
I think they're going to sell before Mania. 100%.
I think they're going to sell after Mania.
I think they're going to sell before Mania, but we won't know till after.
And
but that deal is going to be set up.
Here's the thing, right? It all leads back to what we was talking to before we came on this live. That's why I believe when The Rock did the whole thing on Peacock on the Young Rock show with the Roman Reigns, I believe it was already set in stone that he was showing up. You know what I'm saying? I believe that when Nick Khan probably got the job, he said, yo, me and The Rock grew up together. We'll get Rock for one more WrestleMania. Just make sure I get that position.
I'm going to talk about who I think might segue onto a higher position, but I won't say it on here.
Something. Never mind. Oh, Tiffany, you want to join?
No, definitely not. No, it's not him.
I'll just.
I think something's going on, and
I think they've been setting this up for a while. I think this is nothing new. It's new to us, obviously. I think I think that everything was pre-planned.
God damn you, Vincent Kennedy McMahon.
I think this is all pre-planned. He ain't gonna be there much longer. He about to get sued again. And gonna be 10 times worse. I mean, have fun, Vince.
I just want to know, I mean, with all the lawsuits that are still pending with WWE, are they going to let the lawsuits get settled first before selling, or whoever absorbs WWE, are they going to have to handle that as well?
No, I think the point is for them to sell before they fully go through.
If the McMahon's main focus was WWF, WWE instead of politics, Hollywood, XFL, and other things, they probably wouldn't be in this situation. Marlon, though, how many people do you know that be out here getting money that just be focused on one thing, though? Like, we be putting stuff on people in wrestling that, you know, you don't even do. Like, is your main focus on one thing in your life, or do you got many different things that you trying to go after? Like, we just can't say if they just focused on that one thing, because Vince focusing on WWF, he had some other ventures out there that helped him get WWF, WWE to where it was at. So just focusing on one thing. They ain't got to do that. What's up?
Hey, XFL before COVID hit, it was actually entertaining. Like, I was actually watching the games and having a really good time.
No,
I loved XFL. I don't care what
You know what?
one say. That
No,
was
we-
jumping.
we are not about to do this. Okay.
Yeah,
Yes,
we
we
about to do
are.
Oh,
this.
come on. XFL was good. It wasn't
This
bad.
XFL was
time
We are
popping.
not about to do this, guys.
Yes, we
This
are
time
because
around.
Wow.
that's when I still worked at my previous job, and I will put that on, and I had people there's like, oh my god, I didn't know XFL back. I've seen XFL in years, and I would literally have my guests like if I did not have it on, would yell at me. Like that's how like people were getting into it. Like that's how I got people like I don't want to hear shit about XFL because that was amazing.
What was
Love
one
that
of the
shit.
teams? The Seattle Krakens or something like that?
The Seattle.
Yeah, I wasn't able to
what?
find like a team yet.
What
No,
you
there
just
was
say?
it was like Seattle Sea Dragons or something like that, and then
Yeah,
like
they had
their
dumb names though.
Oh, I thought she said something else. I was like, now wait a minute, Alexis.
this is a PG-13 show. I know my language, okay? Like, come
It's
on now.
not. No, it's not.
It's really not.
It's not.
But that's cool too. So y'all like this right here.
It was
That looked
okay,
like the original
this-
XFL. That don't look like
That's what we talking about. The other
No, we talking about the
No,
one that
I'm
they were
the
talking about
trying to do
revamp. We're
before
talking about the
COVID hit.
revamp.
the revamp. Oh, y'all watched that?
Yes,
Yes.
you did it,
Man, get out of here with that, yo.
bruh. No, I like seeing train. I'm like, I want to see this train wreck because you never get to see it happen twice in your life. And I'm sitting here watching, and I'm like, okay, they've learned their mistakes from the first time around. Cool. My dad still has an Orlando Rage football somewhere.
I don't see. I've never even. Okay. I've never even heard of that team.
Wow.
I really didn't watch the XFL. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know the teams, but I was watching it.
But I do remember. Okay, I do remember what y'all was talking about in 2020. That's where he came out on that screen because everything was happening. Let's see if I can find a picture of it real quick. Because I remember.
I forgot who it was, but there was a player who was always cussing on live TV.
He was
Yes.
on the Seattle team. I
was
loved
it?
him.
He
Yes,
was
he was
always
going off.
cussing, and I was like, turn the mic off. Because he was cussing on TV.
Going
And I was
off.
like,
I can't remember his name, but he was my favorite
oh my
player.
god, he was
Well, because
hilarious. I loved him.
one of his teammates got hit with like a low hit or a dirty hit or something like that. And like the guy started going off on the other guy, and this guy was big too. He had to be at least like 300 pounds with like a red beard. He looked like a fucking Viking, and he's just going off. And I'm like, this dude just dropped the F-bomb on like national TV.
And they had to get that bleep button real quick.
to the people
They
watching.
never use that bleep button. I said, who is working back in that truck? Because ain't nobody ever paying attention.
To the
Some
people watching,
intern.
did y'all watch the XFL in 2020? Was it good? Because they saying it's good. So
It was
From
good.
It was.
From what we got to see, it was good. But when COVID hit, it shut it down. And
I'm not talking to y'all. I'm talking about to the people on the live. I know how
This
y'all
nigga
feel.
here. God damn.
For real, Tiffany, that's what you gonna do. You gonna come on my stuff and just drop an N bomb?
Yeah.
what the fuck
Yeah.
are you the one who
Yeah.
invited us?
All right,
Yeah.
you got it. Your new name is Tiffany Lashley.
Oh,
You ain't
Oh
even
my
messy
God.
no more. You are the Almighty.
Oh,
Oh my god.
he's gonna.
Well, as you guys do that, let's segue because we're about 30 minutes out from NXT.
We are 30 minutes out. Thank you for joining us, Alexis. Thank you for joining us, Tiffany Lashley. Thank you for joining us, Nicole.
oh, he's serious.
We really don't do like predictions and everything, but since we are here, we might as well give it to y'all straight out. So here's our predictions for NXT New Year's Evil. That goes
That's so
live
cute.
tonight at in 30 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So what's the first match we got up? The Pretty Deadly Gauntlet. We don't
I
know
love
who
Pretty Deadly. I don't give a shit what nobody says.
Well, Pretty Deadly's gonna win.
Why are you
I
like
love
this,
Pretty
Nicole?
Deadly.
Why are you like
Where-
that?
Where's Brooks
love
and
Pretty
Dunn
Deadly.
at? I like them.
Pretty Deadly's funny. I didn't like him in the beginning, but they grow on you.
I don't know how I feel about a Targaryen and um and I mean Targaryen and Starks, in Game of Thrones they was cool, but to have them tagged out right now, I don't know how I feel about the Targaryen Stark alliance, but they probably are going to win.
I can't.
It comes out if you watch Game of Thrones, this Targaryen Stark alliance will be pretty deadly. Oh my goodness, because the show was pretty deadly.
Dude, at least it's not Baratheon, okay? So I mean,
I can't with him.
What? Did I lie?
No,
I ain't got nothing to do with that.
Exactly.
Where's the country cousins at? Where's Brooks and Dunn?
I'm pretty sure they'll be a part of this gauntlet match. I mean, they ain't got but a few handfuls of tag teams, so
I kind of want to see them do good. I want to see them do good this year. I like those guys.
Why? They were just champion last year.
I don't know. I just like them.
For a country,
they
probably don't even know where it's for a continent. They probably couldn't even find on a map.
Yo, now you being out, Nicole, really?
Yeah.
A country.
Wardlow deserved to lose that damn old ratty ass man bun of his.
Ooh.
Now what is going on?
The girls are fighting.
I don't know what's going on here. So we all picking Pretty Deadly. We don't know who else is gonna be in the match, but we picking Pretty Deadly. All the photos are provided by WWE.com. The next match is a match that I'm looking forward to. Only thing I got against the Creed brothers is they went to Duke. That's the only thing I got against the Creed brothers. If they did not go to Duke, they would be like one of my top tag teams. But they went to Duke. But they go hard. But they went to Duke.
Jesus.
I'm picking Industry in this one. Who y'all got?
I'm going with Industry.
Creed brothers.
I'm gonna go with Indoshire, even though I love the Creeds.
It may be time to put the Creeds on the main roster.
It's been
They
time
should
for
have been
that.
called up. Yeah,
It's
they could have
been time
been
for
called
that.
up a couple months ago.
They would do great on SmackDown, honestly.
Yeah, I want to see the Creed brothers versus the Shoes. Shoes, please.
The Alpha Academy.
That would be a good match.
Yeah, Gable been out there cooking since Tripp's been out there. So shout out to Gable being out there cooking and everything. Like to see it. Technical match. Hold on, Nicole. Who you pick, Nicole?
I said Indoshire.
Oh, so Alexis was the only one to pick the Duke people.
Yeah.
Okay. Good to know Alexis getting you up out of here. Next match.
I don't get paid to put up with this abuse. I want y'all to know that.
It's all good, baby. Don't worry about it. You straight. Next match, we got Lil Regal. Lil Regal, Charlie Dempsey. If y'all don't know, that's Lil William Regal's son, against Hank Walker. I'm going with Lil Regal.
Yeah, I don't see Charlie losing this match either.
He looks so much like his dad. Oh my god. I'm going with Charlie. Sorry, Hank.
Do we think Regal is showing up?
He might.
I thought
the whole thing was he couldn't be on WWE TV though.
Nah, he started his vice president position.
Yeah, he's in.
They said it was starting in January, so he's there.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I don't think Regal shows up yet, but I'm taking Dempsey. Maybe he was supposed to show up, but Vince was like, hey, you better not put him on my TV. Sorry, this whole Vince thing is getting to me.
Wow.
What other match we got? We got
There's that 20-woman gauntlet or whatever thing.
It's a battle royal.
We gotta show them more respect before we even mention them. We got another match to get out the way.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta take this abuse this abuse, Alexis. I said I like you more than I like the other girl.
Oh
Tiffany
my God.
Ashley. So
Which
gotta,
other girl?
gotta make sure we know how this is.
Jesus Christ.
The next match. Oh man, I forgot. I don't really care about what these guys are doing because I know the guy's gonna kill them. But we got Dijak versus Tony D'Angelo.
Jack.
I hate this match so much.
Yo,
Unless
Tony
he-
D'Angelo came out with some of the most promising things when he first debuted, but now I'm over it.
I forgot he was there.
Yeah, he ain't doing shit for me no more.
I thought he got released.
I'm
not
give it
even
to.
joking.
I don't really care. I'll be honest. I don't give a shit.
Well, that's how we felt about that. I'm gonna go ahead and do this men's the main event next.
What is with that render? What the hell is that face?
I am I don't know. At this point, I just want the championship off of Brian.
Mm.
How long has he had it now?
Everything he
No
done.
longer than he needed it.
Like last April and May, they had him up there on the main roster, and I thought he was gonna be done at that point, but that was to start the whole feud with him and Ziggler.
Mm-hmm.
But at this point, like, bruh, go to the main roster. You're supposed to be there.
Go with your family.
I'll give it to Grayson Waller though. Fucking hell.
I
People
can't
like
believe I'm
Grayson.
saying. I can't believe I'm saying it.
I know.
I don't necessarily like care for him that much, but at the same time, I'm not mad about it.
And also, if you stay down here and you never fuck around, you'll never find out.
If we could stay down there and not find out about Grayson Waller, I'll be so happy.
I think here's what's gonna happen. Braun's gonna beat him. They're gonna put somebody else up against him. Don't ask me who. I would like to see him and Gacy go at it again. I don't know why, but that was good the first time around.
That's when he should have dropped it.
He should have dropped it to Gacy, and Gacy and his crew are hot right now. So drop it to Gacy or figure out somebody. He and Booker T are going at it, and I have this really gross feeling in my stomach that Booker and him are going to have a match sometime this year.
Booker T, if you don't know, is down at Reality of Wrestling. He is putting on matches. He was just in a tag team match with Mysterious Q against Fly Def, who now owns 5 tag team titles down in the Texas area. Cool match. It was at their Christmas Chaos. Booker T does have some legs still in him. So I wouldn't be shocked if he did get one more, but I don't know.
It's just like he's taunting Booker. He's like trying to do like the spinner Rooney. I'm like, they're gonna wrestle. They are going to wrestle.
I'm more okay with Booker wrestling than like anybody else in that area.
Better than Jeff Jarrett.
Wrestling. Yes.
Who?
Oh please.
Who?
Jeff Jarrett.
Who?
No. You know who.
Oh, good old Double J.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I wouldn't really necessarily be like salty if they had a match because I know he like wouldn't like, he's not gonna be hobbling around or potentially like kill himself. So
True. Unlike other constituents.
Last match before we cut this live, guys, because people are fading and we about to fade out. But we got the Women's Championship, #1 contender battle royal. The winner will face Roxanne Perez. Shout out to Roxanne Perez at NXT Vengeance in Charlotte in February on the 14th. I see Fallon Henley in here. She was just on main event. That's confusing. Thea Hill, if y'all saw her on the indie scene, she has so much more that's not being seen on WWE NXT because I caught her like a Mighty Mouse wrestling. She can do some amazing things if they once they let her go. Um, they've been pushing Amari Miller a little bit more. I don't see her winning though. It's probably somebody from Toxic Attraction,
Mm-hmm.
or JC Jane. I'd probably go more with JC Jane as being Roxy's first opponent, because they may see some with Gigi. And JC, you know what I'm saying? That's a good person to have her face first. But if we're going for NXT Vengeance, maybe they give it to Gigi, and then her and Roxy and JC just be feuding on the way to go up there before GC face her. But then you gotta look at Zoe, you gotta look at Kiana, you gotta look at Cora.
No, we don't.
I'm kind of over Cora right now.
No, we don't.
You gotta look at Sol Ruka.
You can look at Soul Ruka. I'll be okay with that.
You gotta look at Jakara. I don't think Jakara gonna win. I don't think Sol Ruka gonna win. But I'm saying, like, this NXT women's roster is down there. I'm gonna let y'all talk because I'm too hype. I can go all day about it.
I think it's gonna be one of the Toxic Attraction girls. I don't think no shade to anybody else, but if you're gonna go and give Roxanne, it's her first title defense, and if you're gonna showcase both talents, her best bet is to go with one of the Toxic Attraction girls. I don't think Zoe would be one of the first people I would go after or have her go after Roxanne. As far as Cora is concerned, keep Cora's ass as far away from Roxanne as possible, because I just don't think those two have good chemistry in the ring. From what I saw when they had their few matches, no, it wasn't good. I'd rather her go up against Gigi or JC. It really don't matter to me whichever one they pick, because after you get done with the other one, you can start off with the next one and just keep going. So anybody else would be cool outside of Nikita, and anybody who's more of a newbie. I wouldn't mind anybody in this battle royal winning that opportunity, but I think it's gonna be one of the Toxic girls.
I think it should be Gigi, honestly. Just with her background and with Roxanne's background, I think they could put on a great match if the people in charge of NXT just let them do what they can do best. Really, I don't think they've built like anybody else up. Like, I'm with Tiff. I'm over this thing with her and Cora. You guys, they can visit it again if they ever get called up to the main roster. By then it won't be so fresh. Their last match they had, the last women's standing match or whatever, when we made fun of like how they were hitting with the bull rope or whatever. That was just bad. But I don't really want to jinx it, but I think it's going to be somebody who we don't like. That's going to get it, but she's a fan favorite. I don't want to say her name because I don't want to jinx it.
If it's somebody I don't like, I wouldn't mind Kiana. As much as I gave that woman, to excuse my French, she, out of all of them, out of the ones that I've mentioned, she's a very solid wrestler.
It's not
very
Kiana.
solid. I don't have an issue with it being Kiana if that's the route they want to go in. I don't have a problem with that.
Find out tonight at 8:00 in 15 minutes.
I just don't want it to be who I don't even want to say it. Oh.
Nicole, who you got? Because we ain't get ready to play with them. We about to get off this live here.
I agree. Like, I think it'd be, I would really, really like for Gigi, because I don't think she's been able to shine as a singles competitor as she has the potential to be. So I think that'd be really nice to see for her. I think it might be like a dark horse. I wouldn't mind someone like a Fallon. I think she is very untapped. I think she has like a few things to work on, but I think she's very untapped. Hell, they can even throw a lash in there. I don't think it's somebody that she's going to like lose to.
Exactly.
So I don't know.
When I
So
look at
yes,
it,
I think it could be whoever.
when I look at it, you gotta look at WWE booking. I don't think Roxanne's dropping her title in her first defense. So who is it that you put her up against? Probably someone from Toxic Attraction. Fallon Henley. Nicole just said something, so shout out to her when she was Tisha Price. You know what I'm saying? Saw her all over the independent scene. Like, as far as Roxanne and Cora Jade, their chemistry, I'll say this. If we can transform Cora back to her Sister of Destruction gimmick and have that go against Roxanne, because I saw an interaction they had at Mission Pro and it was fire, then it could work. But with the two characters that they have right now, I don't know. I don't want Zoe to win because in my mind, and I know a lot of people don't like Zoe, but I feel like at some point Zoe needs that championship.
She should have got it when she came back, if you want to be real.
I just
She should have
remember
got it when she was wrestling Mandy.
The Collective 2020. Saw Ryan outside, and I ran up to her and I was like, yo, been watching you. You go fucking crazy. Then her and La Rosa Negra at Mission Pro. La Rosa Negra won that championship. Yeah. Man, let's get out of here. Look, NXT on USA, 8 p.m. Make sure y'all tune in and watch it. No, we're not coming in live after the show. Maybe we'll come back live again some other day. But, you know, Stephanie resignation is what brought us here. So, Stephanie, from us at We Love Wrestling, we thank you for everything that you've done, everything that you're going to do in the future, because you never go.
Oh, Lord, you're crying.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, Mercedes, did you know? Is that why you left? You knew, didn't you? You knew? Okay. Also, Dark Horse Royal Rumble. I hate to say it. Royal Rumble. I would fucking freak out if there was any type of way it goes down and we could hear Monday. Hey, I'm just saying. But yo, thanks for joining us on the live, people. Thank you, Down for the Count, for joining us. Me and Nicole was doing a weekly in the Stephanie News Book, and then we just went live. Thanks to everybody who watched it. This will be up so y'all can check it out. And like I always say, if I love wrestling and you love wrestling, then we, yes, I said we, me and you, all us listening, love wrestling. It's 2 Street, haha, for the culture.